Hey guys, today I'm going to break down this guitar loop I made. This is one of my favorite melodies I've ever made, not just because it sounds nice, but also I played it on my own guitar and recorded it live. And that's opposed to clicking in a melody digitally, because that just gets boring over time. I also want to stress that I am not a guitar player. I'm a piano player, so this was putting me outside my comfort zone. And you'll be able to tell, because some parts are a bit off time. So yeah, the loop's really emo and full sounding, kind of the style of the Kid Leroy. Here's a quick preview. Let's start off with the chords. Oh, what the heck? It's A minor, F, C, and G. Nope. No. There we go. Super common chord progression. It was in Without You by Leroy and Imagination by Shawn Mendes. So I actually recorded this 2 pitches up, but then I pitched everything down. Obviously it took a lot more takes, by the way. I think I did at least like 20 to 30 recordings. And then after that I still have to cut things up and put them on time. So first I plucked out the chords like I just did, and then afterwards I played a little finger pattern. I just plucked out each note and then played some combination of these top notes. It's simple and repetitive, which is good for chord progression. Oh! Let's move on to the effects. So obviously I added some reverb. There's just no reason not to at this point. And I also added an EQ that boosted the mids and high end. Now typically you're not supposed to do this because it makes the background noise more prominent, but I don't care. Boosting the highs just made it sound a little more shiny, which is what I was going for. So then after that I went on to the lead. So at first I wanted to do this part on an electric guitar, but I don't have one, so I just did it on the one I was using. Now usually coming up with a top line is really hard for me, but this time it just clicked immediately. I was listening to the chords over and over again, just improvising, until I finally landed on this. Oh god. The simple way to break this down is that the first half of the melody is on the top string, and the second half of the melody is on the lower string. The first half is rising, the second half is falling. That's a theme you'll see throughout all the melodies as well. It just makes it sound logical, and you're satisfied with the way that it begins and finishes. And as for effects, it's the same chain as the last sound, so exact same. Now after that, I added a counter melody. I pulled up this piano in Expand and then just drenched it in reverb. It sounds like this. I made sure to follow the trend we set of starting higher and gradually falling. The melody itself is pretty simple, nothing to really go over. And the effects are, like I said, just mainly reverb. But I also did add this Valhalla shimmer effect. I don't even know what the effect does, I just liked the way it sounded. Now for the next part, this is where things get fun. I wanted to layer the previous sound because I thought the loop needed more. So I sang a melody that's basically the same as the piano, just with a few differences. By the way, all the recording I did in this loop, like the guitar and vocals, were recorded in voice memos on my phone. Some people are against that because of background noise, but again, I really don't care. Lemonade by Internet Money was recorded in voice memos, and if you listen closely, you can actually hear a baby literally crying in the background. Hey, nobody cares though, so why should I? So obviously, I'm not a singer either, so I had to drown this in effects. Now I'm gonna put my ego aside and let you guys hear the raw vocal. So again, this is with no effects, no auto-tune, no nothing. So first I pitched it up an octave, then of course auto-tune, which you better believe I turned all the way up. Then some reverb, and I turned it down to drown it out in the mix. So here's the final vocal.
Yes, sir.
And the last thing I did was a sub bass in Serum. I just followed the root notes of the chord. So that's basically it. It's a pretty simple loop, nothing crazy about it. The only reason I love this so much is I'm not a guitar player, so experimenting with the instrument live and figuring out chords just felt super new and exciting. Let me know if you learned anything, have any questions, or want to see me do something specific next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So the first chord, oh my god. Alright, let's try not to.